Are you overeating? Here's how I teach my clients to lose weight and watch their portions. My name is Megan Olson. I am a certified nutrition practitioner. I'm the creator of Skinny Fitalicious, where you get lower calorie, gluten-free recipes, as well as the creator of Master Your Cravings, my group coaching program. And if you're watching this video, please put a comment below and let me know that you're watching. I love hearing from you guys. I love knowing where you're from and also what you're struggling with. And today I am going to share a little bit more with you from a video that I shared in this group yesterday. And yesterday I was talking all about how I lost 80 pounds in 2009 when I started tracking my food. Now, if you have not watched that video yet, I highly recommend that you go back and watch that video because there are so many good tidbits of information, and I'm also sharing with you the app that I use and that many of my clients use in order to reach their goals and to stop overeating. I also have a free guide for you. If you've never food tracked before, you don't know what it's all about, there's a free guide you can snag. It's right above this video. You can click that link, grab the video. It's a really easy guide. It just walks you through a few quick tips in order to get you started with tracking your food using an app. And again, this is the same app that I used to lose 80 pounds in 2009, and I still use this app to this day to help maintain my weight loss because I feel that portion control is very, very important. Now, yesterday we talked a lot about using an app, watching calories, reading food labels, watching serving sizes. And the common question that I get from people is, why can't I just count calories? Why can't I just do Weight Watchers points, okay? You can, and if that works for you, that's great. But as a nutrition practitioner, I will tell you that's not the recommended approach. And the reason why is calories can be filled with a lot of junk or they can be filled with a lot of good things. I know have counseled hundreds of women that most of the women who do Weight Watchers that I have counseled are generally eating junk food snacks. They are not filled with nutrients. They are lacking in protein. They're lacking in vegetables. They're not getting the right balance of all the foods that they really need. So, for instance, you can eat 100 calories of almonds before dinner. Research shows if you eat those 100 calories of almonds before dinner, you are going to eat less at dinner time. Why? Because the almonds kept you fuller and they actually decreased your hunger. So you eat less naturally at dinner time. Now, research also shows if you eat 100 calories of chips or crackers before dinner, you're going to eat more at dinner time. And that's because there is a hormonal effect from those chips and crackers. They actually increase your cravings. They actually make you want to eat more food. That's why you eat more. And this is research-based. Science shows this. And again, these are 100 calories of crackers versus 100 calories of almonds. Very different impact on your hormones and on your hunger and satiety, which is why I don't believe in counting Weight Watchers points or tracking calories, because you can fill those points and calories with things that maybe don't serve your hormones and don't serve your hunger and satiety in a good way. And it also can lead to nutrient deficiencies. For instance, many people who go on Weight Watchers, they tend to cut down the fat because they learn that fat takes up a lot of their points. People do this with calorie counting as well. They reduce the fat because fat has a lot of calories. Guess what? You need fat for healthy hormones. You need fat for healthy dopamine levels, okay? When you don't have a good enough dopamine, guess what happens? You start to feel depressed, right? A lot of mental illness can be actually resolved by eating the right foods. And when people aren't getting enough of the right fatty acids and omega-3s, they start to feel like crud, right? And the same thing happens is they also start to be deficient in B vitamins. So just looking at a number like calories or looking at a number like Weight Watchers points is not effective for weight loss. And that's why a lot of times people have a really hard time staying on track with these programs because they don't feel full, because they're not feeding their hormones the right way. And so suddenly they're craving all of these foods all of the time and they don't know why. And then they think they're a failure when really it's just because they're not taking the right approach and they don't have the right plan. So today I'm going to share with you how I teach my clients to Stop Overeating using that app that I mentioned in yesterday's video. And again, if you are watching this video, two things I want you to do. I want you to comment below and let me know, have you tracked your food before? And number two, if you want to track your food, grab the free guide up above. There's a link there. There's a couple steps that I share with you in that free guide, really easy to help you set up that free app so that you can start tracking what you eat and stop overeating as well. And this is something you can implement right away today. So the way that I work with my clients in Master Your Cravings, my group coaching program, is I teach them to track what's called macronutrients, or sometimes referred to as macros. Now, what are macronutrients? Macronutrients are your protein, fat, and your carbs. These are your three main food groups. So when I work with my clients, I actually teach them what is the right balance of each one of these foods that they should be eating to reach their goals. So if they're 220 pounds and they work out 2 times a week, I do a calculation where I tell them, okay, you need this many grams of protein, this many grams of carbs, and this many grams of fat. And they follow that and they use the app in order to reach their goals. And it is a very, very effective way for them to reach their goals while being mindful of getting the right balance of food on their plate so that they stay full and they don't get cravings. And it also really helps them transition their physique at the same time because they're able to stay more consistent when they stay full and they don't get those cravings. Remember, I just said, if you're tracking calories or Weight Watchers points, you can fill those points and calories with anything. You can fill it with donuts and Snackwell crackers and cookies. I don't even know if they'll make those anymore. But my point is, you can fill those points or calories with anything. And it may not be as nutritious or good for you, but at least when you're tracking macros, like my clients do in Master Your Cravings, you're actually tracking the grams for each major food group so that you know that you are getting better food and a better balance on your plate so you're not getting those cravings, so that you're actually able to stay on track and you're feeling full and you're feeling good about yourself. It's really a big difference in terms of how you're fueling your body. And this is really where people fall short when they start a new diet, is that they're not fueling their body appropriately. Cravings mean that you're not getting enough of the right things. Your body's trying to tell you something. Your body doesn't have words and it can't speak the way you can. So the only way it can speak to you is by telling you, I have cravings. I'm not getting enough of something. Right? And generally, like I said, people are reducing their fat when they go on diets because it's calorie dense, point dense, and then they think that they're doing themselves better when they're actually doing themselves more damage long term. That's why people lose weight and they gain it back, or they just can't stay consistent. So my challenge for you, yesterday I said to you, if you haven't tracked your food before, I want you to download that free guide. It's right up above. You can click the link, download that free guide, download the app using the steps that I show you in that free guide, and then track your food for a day. Bring general awareness to how much food are you really eating? What are you really getting? And then I want you to look at the app and I want you to look at what is the breakdown of the food groups that you're eating, the fat, carbohydrates, and the protein. Most people are overeating fat and carbohydrates and not really knowing that, okay? So in general, most people should be eating about 30% fat, 30% protein, and 40% carbohydrates. Most people. Now that is not appropriate for people who are over 200 pounds, but it is a really good starting point for anyone who wants to transition to a healthier way of eating. And it really teaches you about portion control, about what you're overeating, so you can be more mindful of it going forward. Dieting really is about being in control with your portions and making better decisions with your portions. It's not about restricting a certain food group and going on a gluten-free diet, a vegan diet, a vegetarian diet, a keto diet. Everybody thinks that there's like a magic diet out there. It's not about the magic diet. It really is about controlling your portions. And I know this for a fact because I not only implement it with my clients and they get awesome results, but I've also implemented it with myself. I lost 80 pounds in 2009 and I have kept it off. It's been 10 years this year that I've kept that weight off. So I know that this works, and I have been there. I have been in your shoes and I know what it feels like. So I want you to go out and I want you to try this on your own. I want you to share with me in the comments below how it works for you, what you've discovered about yourself. Also, remember, if you love this video, if you felt like the information was really valuable to you in your journey, please share it out with other people. Please comment, like it, so that other people can see it as well. Guys, I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments below. I will be back in a few days to talk to you about a little pop-up group that I'm going to be having very soon that you can join, where we're going to do a little challenge with food tracking and overeating.